Hey everyone! So I'm out in the garden and I just have a bunch of tasks to do and I thought I would take you along with me. It also feels nice because it's been a while since I can just go out in the garden and have a bunch of things to do now that the weather is starting to warm up. So let me take you around, I'll show you what I'm going to do today and then we'll get started. First on my list is to pot up this grape plant. So I got this last spring I believe, from Home Depot. It was an impulse purchase. I still have no idea exactly where on the deck I want to keep it, but I do finally know what I want to plant it in, and it is this pot that I also got from Home Depot but just a couple weeks ago. And I don't know if this makes sense to you, but to me this just looks like a pot that you should grow a grape plant in. So I'm going to get this transplanted from its nursery container over here and then find some sort of place for it on the deck, probably not a permanent place. My overall goal is to be able to not have it have to trellis up in a spot where it can't be moved, so nothing like along the wall. I'm hoping that I saw some images online of people just letting them trellis in a cage. I might need to have a larger cage. I don't know. We'll kind of just play it by ear and see how it goes. But at least for now, I will get it into its home. Next on my list is to pot up this Shirley Poppy Supreme and this, what is this called? Bee's Friend flower. So these I got in exchange for painting the little seed library. I've never had anything from Floret before, so I'm excited for these. One thing though is I was looking online about, oh wow, those are really ready to be taken out of there, but I was looking up these poppies and it says they resent being transplanted. So not just, it's recommended you direct sow them, but they resent it. So I'm going to be gentle with these as I transplant them into a duplicate of the pot that the grape plant is going into. I still don't have a spot yet for this Bee's Friend, so we'll kind of figure that out as we go along. And then the third thing I want to do, swinging around here, there's everything that I'm still hardening off. The overnight temps are still a little bit too cold to leave a bunch of stuff out that likes warm weather, but we're getting close. The last thing I'm going to do today is attempt to propagate this raspberry plant from some of these runners. So raspberries like to spread like crazy. It's obviously easier to contain them in a container, but I do have some that are kind of popping out just of the edge of the soil. So I'm going to see if I can take those out, dig them up with enough of the root, and then go ahead and plant them in another container so that I can have 2 raspberry bushes on my deck. I already have 2 blueberry, so might as well have 2 raspberry, even though again, do I have room? Not really, but it's gonna happen anyway. I've filled the 2 containers that I'm gonna plant up with soil and compost. So this one, I'm gonna put the poppies in, so I filled that almost all the way up. This is the one, and there's my shadow, that I'm gonna put the grape plant in. So I've just put a little layer, I'll put the plant in, and then I'll fill up around it. So I'll go ahead and now get these planted up. The grape plant is now in the pot. I will water it in just a second, but I'm going to plant up now the poppies and then water them both in at the same time. And then, hopefully, figure out where they're going to go on the deck. I cut the lid off the milk jug. Here's what the poppies look like now. I've also sliced down the side, and I'll probably do it again over here and then just kind of lift them out. It does say to space these on Floret's website 9 to 12 inches apart, but that's not going to happen here because I'm growing in containers, so I tend to put things closer together anyways. I'll probably do like 6 inches apart and just see how it goes. I'll probably have more than will fit in that container even that close together, so I might get another pot for the rest of these. But we'll see. I'll get these planted up here first. Okay, well, these are definitely not 6 inches apart. I would say they're maybe like 3 to 4 inches, but you know what? I'm gonna leave them this way for now. That way, if some of them really do resent being transplanted and die, hopefully some of them will survive. I'll see how they grow. If, let's say, they all grow just fine, I'll maybe thin some in a few weeks, but I'm gonna keep it like this for now. So now I'm gonna water this and this in. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to dig out some of these runners. I might cut that branch. That looks like it's dead, but get some of these runners out so that I can plant up another pot of raspberries. I know it doesn't look like much now, especially such a small plant in this large pot, but this will hopefully now become my second raspberry bush for my favorite price, which is free. So depending on, I mean, raspberries do grow pretty quickly, but depending on how big this gets this year, I might even just throw like some smaller annuals around it to have some color in this pot. But I think this will look really nice to have raspberry, blueberry, blueberry, raspberry. So that's going to be everything for today. Just a few quick garden tasks that I need to take care of. I still don't know exactly where my grape plant is going to live. Maybe once I get everything out here for the summer, I'll be able to figure it out. But that's going to be everything for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.